welcome to Die Rollin.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm not Jamie.
So today we are going to play a game about
The M6?
M21? No, Formula 1 game, style game, yeah.
Were you going to say Formula D?
I was going to say Formula D.
We got Downforce instead,
Yeah.
baby!
Okay, so comparison video game. We've already played this game at our favourite board game cafe, which is a Dice Box in Leamington Spa. If you're in Leamington or around, we highly suggest you check it out. We played this game in the cafe and we had a lot of fun with it, and we thought it'd be a really good game to bring to the table and show you our thoughts. So this is the game of Downforce. The game of Downforce is a very simple game that you are trying to get your car around the racetrack and to get it in first place. There's an added layer of complexity in the game in that on the racetrack there are 1, 2 and 3 yellow lines. When you pass those yellow lines, you have the opportunity to bet on which car you think is going to win. And depending on which car is the winner depends on the payout. So on the first line, the bet stake is higher and payout is higher. On the last line, it's fairly obvious which one is going to win, so you get a better bet. In terms of racing, if your car becomes first, you get 12 million. If it's last, you get 0 million and everything else in between. And the final scoring is your racing total plus your betting total minus your auction total and total winnings. In order to purchase said car, you must bid for it using the speed cards, and the highest value wins. In the event of a draw, it's the one with the most coloured cars on the card. So if the card had 6 colours, then that would win if it was the highest. Also in this game there are some power cards. The power cards give you special abilities as the game goes on. They are not one-use cards, but cards that you can continuously use as the game plays. So the first phase of the game is a bidding phase, and we will show you that now. Okay, so Adam's got his cards here. Good, and now I'm glad I know what he has.
Well, swap the cards, right?
Okay, so in the first phase what we're going to do is we are going to bid for cars. Now it's really important that you bid wisely. So this is for the red car and it's for the power up, which is really what you're bidding for. If you play a card with your car at the top of the card, you may move that car 1 additional space. So having a look through, deciding what you want to bid, and 3, 2, 1. So I bid 1, Adam bid 6, we'll bid 6, but because Adam has more colours on his, he wins. I've accidentally messed up my bidding and I only now own 1 blue car, which is disappointing. Will's accidentally bought himself 2 cars on the cheap, 1 for 4, 1 for 6. Bearing in mind he's not played this game before, so that's probably not the best strategy he's had, but it'll be interesting. And Adam has bought himself 3 cars for
monies.
Lots of monies.
15 million.
15 million. So he needs to earn 50 millions before he can turn a profit. So anyway, so now that we are all bought, we are ready to go, and it is Adam's first turn because he is yellow and yellow is first one. So what Adam will do is he will put down his first card.
Cool, so I'm going to play this one down. It goes off into this nice little section there. Doesn't really help you.
Mm-hmm.
So red gets to move 6. 5, 6. I'm going to move that, and if you play a card with your card at the top of the card, you may move that card 1 additional space. Okay, and then yellow moves 4, black 2, Blue 1.
Cool. So my card, I'm going to play backwards up because I cancel my ability. So orange 1, black 2. Oh, hang on. Take twice as long though.
Green 3.
Green 3. Red 4. Blue 5. And yellow 6.
Nice. Hope people bet on red. So, once you have finished, you tot up your racing total, your betting total, take away anything you spent at the beginning, and then your total winnings is there. So, Jamie's just picked up one which wasn't his, it was mine from the last time.
So 24 I won.
There we go, Adam there.
That was my
me.
That was my name.
Sure.
Adam Driver.
So Jamie's a very sore loser at this game. But yes, I won with 15. Will came in second place with 8. We don't know because we don't know what Jamie's total was because he basically fed it to his cat. That piece of paper on the floor there? Yeah, that's Jamie's total. Downforce, what a great game that was.
Yeah, no, it's a good game. I thought that I'd played this a number of times now. I've got this. I can win this game. And do you know what? It just shows you have to be quite aggressive in it to win. Like a proper racing driver, it has that intensity that you have to be aggressive, you have to use strategy, you have to utilise lanes.
But it doesn't ever feel like a gotcha game.
No, not at all.
Right.
Well, it depends on where you're sitting, right? Because where I was sitting, I was frustrated, but I didn't feel like I was being got at. I felt frustrated that I was being blocked, and I couldn't. I had the cards to go a lot faster, and I got to the end of the game, and I was like, ugh, I could have gone. I probably could have won that if I'd just gone straight off, but I was holding back.
Holding back, there we go. So Downforce is a game of high stakes speed according to the box. It should take around 30 minutes, and that took us around 30 minutes to say. This is definitely something you can get out and play with your kids. What the age range on this game?
They say from 8+, but I played it with my 6-year-old. He was quite comfortable and confident with it. Yeah. It's not particularly a strategic game when you're playing with a 6-year-old, but it was a fun game nonetheless, and you can dumb it down and just play with the cards.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you could just have a pure racing game without the betting element of it if you wanted to play with younger children.
You could indeed. So for me, this is I really enjoy this game. It reminds me a lot of a bit of Camel Up or Camel Cup, depending how you read that, and also a bit of the really nasty horse racing game, which is a game that I played as a kid with my family, and we all hated each other by the end of it. And if you ever met my family, you'll understand why we'd hate them. I'm joking. But that was a really gotcha game. This game, I played several times now. It's one where you never really, even when I've lost it, I've never really felt like, it's somebody else's fault that they were really penalising me. It was more, oh, I didn't play the right cards, or just I didn't bet on the right person.
In terms of graphics, they're clean, they're tidy, they're fun, they're easy to read. And you can have they've got little cars, so you sort of feel like you're racing around.
Yeah.
Doing a Tokyo drift, as you call it, around the corner.
Do the Tokyo. Well, we've also played on one of the expansions of this, where you have a Tokyo drift style, like night racing kind of thing, Fast and Furious, and we made a house rule where you have to like turn your cars around so they look like they're drifting.
The weird thing is actually the expansion right now is way more expensive than the base game, which is unreal considering we were getting as a board.
That being said though, I think there's a lot of content in this base game. You get a double-sided board, one side's a little trickier than the other with more kind of like narrow points in there, and there's also variety in this game because you have these special power cards, which I don't think I've played with that particular combination before.
No, because you played with 3 cars and I only had the 1, and it comes down to, you know, everything about this game is like being strategic as you play through. Like, you have more options if you have more cars, but if you pay too much, then you have to really make sure that you get first, second and third. You have to make sure that you're betting particularly well, and you have to make sure that you're playing well. And the thing is, you know, if you make a mistake, it's going to cost you. And it did for me in this game. This last game we played, it was very disappointing score-wise.
One thing I'd say about this game, this is one of the games you play and then you're like, shall we play it again? Which is rare for games I play, because I tend to get a game out, I will play it, I will forget about it, and play it again in a month or two's time.
But do you think that's just the simplicity of it? You play a lot of board games, and sometimes you just want to play a game that's just fun and simple.
That's very true.
And easy.
Yeah.
Okay. It is not the most complex game, and I would get very bored of it if that's the only game I played.
Yes.
But it's like a palate cleanser.
That's exactly. It's a little aperitif, right? It's just something. It's that little kind of like
something. So in terms of, you know, and it's got a good theme. It's like really well put together. It's so well balanced,
and it's been supported with DLC, right? It's all about the DLC expansions.
All about the
so yeah, there's an expansion for this which is double-sided board. One with the canyon, one with the Tokyo Drift style thing, and then there's also another expansion coming out this year for another board, which I think has got like speed ramps in it, so you can jump over other cars.
Which just looks like a lot of fun. So anyway, so yes, we will be bringing a comparison video on. We are going to do Downforce versus Formula D, not E or F or G, Formula D.
Formula D, yeah.
And we played Formula D, and I enjoyed Formula D, but it's been a long time since we played it, so I'd be interested to see
how they stack up.
Yeah, it's two similar theme, different game.
So we normally get components out to give a score, right?
Yeah.
We're reviewing this game, right?
Do you know what? We haven't done that in such a long time.
We've Kickstarter previews and stuff like that. So you pick a card. So these cards go from
1
8
to
is
6.
really highest. And so pick
1 to 8. I don't know what I'm gonna. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
So we're giving this an 8. 8 out of 8.
Or 16.
Or 16. Top marks, top game, well priced. Yeah. A lot of fun. Family game.
So if you go to a board game cafe, you see this, and you want a quick game, pick this one up. It's easy to learn, it's fun to play, and you can get a couple of games in. So yeah, we're Die Rollin. If you like our content, please like and subscribe.
And you can catch us on all the social media channels, apart from TikTok.
We're not on Tumblr. Vine's going on.
We're not on. What's that other one? You know, where people Reddit. We're not on Reddit.
Yeah.
But if you want to find us on the ones that we are,
you could probably find Will on Tinder.
Yeah.
If you do want to find us there, you can find us on Facebook,
YouTube,
Instagram,
and occasionally on Twitter.
I'm on Twitter.
And make sure that if you're on YouTube right now, which you are, that you give us a comment, you give us a like, and probably give us a subscribe.